Check, 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 check. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check. Say something, Red.
Yo, 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 yo.
What it do, what it do? What's this called? Fees with the what?
He's with the fuss.
Alright, so you on camera, man. You gotta be a little bit more animated than that.
If I did that, I wouldn't be myself.
Oh my god. I mean, being yourself. Like, you gotta act like the people that you're talking to in front of you. Feel me?
Yeah.
That's the best advice I could give you as far as, talking to people on camera. It's really ain't gotta be no type of way.
It's going pretty good to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in and out of red to fees. That's gonna be a little different.
Say,
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Fees with the Fuss.
yeah, that's good. We gotta get that close, my brother. Sorry.
That's cool. Pretty good dude.
Fees with the bush.
Favorite
Be
story.
with the
I've told it quite a few times. I'm ready to tell it again.
Be with the bush. All right, so, man, Fees, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Shoot, you want to start with your name and
Yeah,
why the people here?
yeah, y'all tuned in for another episode of Fees with the Fuss. If you're the folks on love this episode, my favorite thing in the world.
All right. So, Fees, let's start with your definition of love.
Whew. That's a good one, man. It's a feeling just so pure. It's just, I don't even know if I can describe it in words. You're not supposed to describe a word using the word, but I don't know too many other words to describe love besides love.
Okay.
Just thinking about this woman drive me crazy right now. I think I should be in the bathhouse with how much I love this woman.
So you said this woman, so let's talk about who you in love with, man. What's going on? What's this thing with love
My
that you
fiance, man, I can't name drop her though. I don't have her permission to do that, so I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. I mean, but this your podcast, you talking, so talk about her without giving her name.
Yeah, man, a beautiful black queen. Smart, intelligent, genuine, lovable, mature, open-minded. How many more words in the English vocabulary?
I don't know, you tell me, man.
Man, strong will, entrepreneur, grinder. She ain't a quitter.
Anything else?
Believe she's a bum over everything.
A
Definitely
bum.
bum first. Yeah.
Okay. So, with this person you're in love with, you want to talk about the first time y'all met?
Well, the first time I seen her in high school was around, it was 2003.
Okay.
MacArthur High School, just in the hallway, seen her in her lockers, and that was that. I seen her, fell in love right there. But crazy, my sister and a few of my family members, they know who she is. And they said, bro, you know her. I'm like, I don't know her. I ain't never seen her a day in my life. But I didn't remember her from around the neighborhood. We lived out east for it. I lived out east for a year. That was like, bro, she was around that time.
Yeah. But you ain't noticed her until...
No, I had never seen her. I didn't know what they was talking about. They're like, bro, you do know her. I'm like, no, I don't. I have never seen this person in my life.
Then you just bumped into her.
That walking, I remember the exact spot where I seen her at.
All right, talk about it.
So it was across the hall from the office. There was I think she was at one of her friends' locker or something. She had on blue jeans and like a red turtleneck.
Okay.
I believe it was a turtleneck. It could have been a V-neck. She'd have to remind me. I had a stroke a little while ago. My memory a little foggy. But I seen her, and that was just it. She wasn't being like fast or hot of the tail or none of that. She didn't have on nothing that was revealing, nothing like that. I just liked her as soon as I seen her. Well, it was love. But I was hooked from there. And from freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year, I asked her what she dated, but she respectfully declined every year in high school.
So she turned you down.
Every year.
Damn.
But it was respectful though. She never made me feel like I couldn't talk to her. She just like, I don't want to date you. I'm like, all right, well.
Damn. So she was talking to somebody else? Or?
No, I just don't think she was interested in dating at all.
Ah, okay. And so so when did you seal the deal? Like, what was that experience? We already we talked about the first time you met her, but like, sealing the deal.
10 years after we graduated, we was at our 10-year reunion.
So 10 whole years you was just getting told no.
No, it's crazy. Within the 10 years after we graduated, I only seen her once.
Okay. And
I just randomly bumped into her at the mall.
And
just started talking to her. She was pushing a baby stroller. I'm like, what are you doing with that? And she was like, what do you mean? What do people do with baby strollers? I'm like, well, we're 18, so you can't have a child. I guess you could, but I didn't. We was young. I'm like, that's funny. I was at not Kay's birthday. I was at Kay's the jeweler. And I'm like, you mind if I look at your baby stroller? She's like, go ahead. Like I say, she only told me she didn't want to date me. She never said we could be cool.
yeah. And ever since that day we seeing her again, a couple years after high school, you said 10, but that would be too far.
No, it wasn't 10 years after high school when I seen her at the mall that day.
Seen her once, and then there was another gap.
Yeah.
So boom, you spin the block, you in your 20s. Let's go to that time. You meeting her in your 20s.
The next time I seen her, after seeing her at the mall, she was at my best friend's house who I was living with at the time.
Okay.
And her best friend came over to visit one of my friends who was there with me. Well, he wasn't there with me, but he was there at the house as well.
Okay.
So her male best friend is one of my closest friends. I didn't know that at the time.
Gotcha.
So I walk in the house from, I think I had flunked out of college by this time. So I was just coming home to kick it for a second or whatever. I walked in the house and here she come, her and her best friend who I knew from high school. We wasn't like cool or anything, but it wasn't no bad blood between us. Actually had an interesting interaction. So I'm like, what are y'all doing here? You know, I was in the comfort of my home. I had never seen her anywhere outside of school, except that one time I seen her years prior at the mall. So it was weird that she was in a place where I sleep at. They was blase talking to our mutual friends, so all right. Well, I still liked her, but I didn't say nothing. I mean, I'm grown now, you know. I went on, moved on, whatever I'm doing in life. So, you know, what's up with y'all? Like, it ain't no bad blood or anything, but you know, how y'all doing? What's up? I know y'all, so what's up?
And what was her response?
Same old same. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Blah blah blah. I'm here my homeboy. I'm like, y'all know each other? Wow.
So you meet this person, you saying hi. Like, what was the moment you sealed the deal? Like, where did
that was years later
start back? Like,
that was years later at the 10-year reunion.
Let's go.
When I seen her the second time
okay.
outside of school, that was probably all of 3 years after we graduated.
Okay.
So we went from there to the 10-year reunion, which was, I guess, about 7 years after that.
Okay, 10-year reunion. You got your best friends, bump into her. What happened at the reunion?
At the reunion, we had started talking because the reunion and our mutual friend, they had got married. Well, he got married and I was in the wedding. She had no idea. I had no idea.
Okay.
So
she was in the wedding too?
No, she wasn't in the wedding, but she didn't know I was in the wedding because me and him was like best friends.
Yeah, so you in the wedding, she attended the wedding.
She went, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So how that go? You the best man? Like,
No, I wasn't the best man. I was just a groomsman.
so you a groomsman? Like, did you show up
What?
with somebody? What happened? Like,
Honestly, yeah, I was with my girlfriend at the time. But 3 days before we went to the wedding, I had just found out she had cheated on me. But I had already invited her to the wedding, so I'm like, hey, you know, the wedding you still can go because I've been through some things. I ain't really. Cheating is like a no-go. It's over, but I had already invited you to the wedding, so do you still want to go? I don't harbor no bad feelings for what you did. I understand why you did. I'm cool with it. Whatever. Let's go to the wedding. That's all we doing. We're not getting back together.
oh man. So you had basically it wasn't your girl, it's your ex chick.
It was then it was my ex.
You broke up with her and was like, you can still go to the wedding.
Yeah.
Man, you nice. You nice, man. I wouldn't did. She would just have to be by herself.
That's just me. Like I say, I have been through some things. Like
Yeah, anyway.
I'm able to, so
We don't care about her no more. I want to get back to the real love.
gosh, it was so crazy. So the woman I'm with now,
Yeah.
who I was crushing on, she was the very first person I seen at the wedding. I'm standing.
Stop it.
I'm literally standing next to my girl at the time, who was my ex-girlfriend.
Uh-oh.
But like I say, we was 3 days from just catching her cheating, or not catching her when she admitted to it, whatever.
Okay.
And so my woman was the first person I seen. She hit the corner. I was sitting there with my girl. She wasn't my girl then, the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
If I happen to in this video say girl, I'm talking about my ex-girlfriend.
Gotcha.
But I'm gonna try not to say it. So whatever the case, I'm sitting there with her. We just randomly outside. So she come make her way around the church. I'm like, wow, gosh. So now I'm single. I'm like, it's lit. I'm on it.
So do you get up talking from the ex and go approach her, or
No,
what
we
you do? You
we
play
was,
it cool?
We was outside standing next to each other. She just walked past. Like I say, I ain't seen her but 2 times since we graduated. You ain't been interested all these years, so I really didn't think you will be interested, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So I guess I played it cool. Watched the love of my life walk past.
So shorty right there, she thinks she getting back in the game, and then all of a sudden,
I wouldn't say that. No, she was just there with me. It wasn't that.
Okay. So you see her, she walk past.
Oh my gosh, my heart started fluttering.
Okay, what you do?
Plotting, start scheming. Oh, when I get you alone, it's on.
So when did you get her alone? Did you?
At the he got married, and we went through the wedding. Then he had the reception or whatever.
Okay.
It was in the basement of the church, and so the girl I was with, she was super pregnant at the time. She's like, I'm finna go in the car and go to sleep. So I'm like, all right, that's perfect. In my mind, I didn't say that to her. I'm just thinking, if you go outside and go to sleep in the car, and I can know you say, then now I'm finna go flirt with old girl I'm finna flirt with my woman who I actually like.
Oh.
So I walked to the car. She go in the car. I cracked the window, start up, turned the little air on or whatever. I'm like, so you cool out here? She like, yeah. You going to sleep? All right. I'm finna go in here, rap with my boys, lying my tail off. I'm finna go flirt.
Whole time.
Yeah. So I went back in there. I'm kind of skipping the part. So the woman who I was in love with, who had bent the corner, you know how at weddings they you sign in the little book or whatever, sign your name, your address, your phone number, whatever.
Yeah.
So I catch her by that and said, hey, I'm just letting you know, I'm gonna look at this book and get your address. I don't want to be weird, but I'm telling you what it is. So
Hold on, bro.
if it ain't just your address, it's at least your phone number.
So you basically was sitting there going through the motions, plotting. Just got it seemed like the situation with the ex cheating ain't hurt your feelings.
It did, but I've got cheated on before by that time, so I'm not really.
Okay.
I can handle. I ain't gonna say I can handle it, but I've been through it, so it's not like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is the first time ever. It's not the first time.
But at the same time, seeing
This relationship is over now. Yeah, see, my forever love, I could care less.
okay, it's all good.
Yeah, in the moment we had the conversation, I realized she cheated. I knew what my next thing was.
Think you gotta let her go.
Hey,
huh?
good luck to you. I hope you get what you want. I want you to get what you want. Maybe you should try to build a relationship with that guy you cheat on me with. Maybe it'll work out for you.
Okay, bye, sucker. Okay, so let's get to the nitty gritty, man. Like, so we got this wedding. Is this wedding what y'all got a relationship now, or she just still a crush?
That's where the relationship started, I believe.
So it started. So in your head, it started at the wedding.
Yeah.
So y'all go together.
No, we just she know what's up and I know what's up.
So they ain't the start a relationship. You just acknowledging you still.
I'm on the proud heavy at this point.
Okay.
Because
okay.
the reunion and the wedding was maybe 3 weeks apart.
Oh.
So,
cold.
so by the reunion we was already talking.
So you seen her at the reunion. 3 weeks later, the wedding pop up. You just found out the girl you was dating was cheating. Yes. So you was with Shorty while you was eyeballing her still though.
With my ex? Yeah, I was with her. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hey, I'm looking at the woman I've been loving since high school. This girl I'm just now in love with. You can't compare that.
Oh, okay.
I ain't perfectly right, but I ain't wrong either. It is what it is. It's life.
No, I get it. I mean, obviously you made the right choices because we wouldn't be having this conversation today, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So continue. Let's talk about sealing the deal. So we gone. We done left the wedding. Now how's things when you get back home? You know, because you still just you did with your ex. You want to pull the chick, and now you ride back home all these hours, and you just finally got the acknowledgement.
The wedding was in Chicago, so I had to drive from Chicago to Decatur to get back home.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about the girl from high school the whole ride and getting to work. Cause I told bro, like, hey, I swear I hate to do this, but I have to leave this. What's it called after the wedding? Reception.
Reception. Yeah.
I have to leave right now because I had just started a job making the most money I ever made. I'm like, bro, I hate to leave, but I gotta leave.
Okay.
He like, no, I understand. Go ahead. So I drive back to the crib, thinking about her the whole time. I'm like, what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna do this. But we already been in communications from, I don't really remember when we started. We was already in communication. So by the wedding, she knew what was up for the most part. So the crazy thing is, one of my fond memories about the wedding, so when my ex outside of the car sleep,
yeah,
I roll up on the girl who I've been crushing since high school. I'm like, oh, so this the phone you be talking to me on? And I noticed it was an Android. I'm like, bro, we got to buy you a new phone. I don't really talk to girls with Androids.
Oh.
Girls, I don't talk to anybody with Androids.
Oh. And then what happened?
She like, well, if you want to, you can't buy me a phone without buying my daughter a phone. I'm like, all right, you said that like that, say so. Okay, I'll buy her one, do that.
Oh.
If I got to buy her a phone to buy you a phone, I'm willing to do that.
Oh. So off top, you taking whatever come with it.
Hey, let's get it. Come on. Every child need a dad. I don't know the relationship of what she got going with her family, but okay, you got a daughter, and I'm finna be dating you, then your daughter's finna be my daughter, as far as I'm concerned.
Pull up on me. Okay. All right. So, what's up, man? So we when did it really get to that point? You know, the conversation, the first date, like talk, man.
Man, we just was talking and texting heavy. Like, after the wedding, we was locked. I can't even really remember if it was after the wedding. By the wedding, we knew what it was, but at the reunion, she was like, hey, which is 3 weeks before the wedding, right?
Okay.
So I'm crushing and liking her, and she studied, they had this group chat on Facebook for the reunion, so she kind of commented stuff to me in there, and I was kind of threw off, because I'm like, bro, you ain't never liked me. What are you doing? You don't even be on social media.
Okay. So, forget the wedding, all right? Forget the reunion. Let's go forward. Let's keep moving forward up to now. So, where we at? First date.
First date?
First date.
I pulled up on her at her crib in St. Louis.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, where you stay? Because that was real important to me, because I didn't date girls who stayed in Decatur.
I got you.
So she like St. Louis. I'm like, all right, well, I'll be there, you know? Pulled up on her.
Okay.
We was on the phone talking all the time. I'm talking about what? All the time. I wish I could go back to them days a little bit.
You on the phone just chopping.
Yeah. So I pulled up on her. It's crazy. We talked like all night, basically. We talked, had a good conversation.
Okay.
First thing I say is, so what do you want from me? Like, do you want me to be like, do you want something real, or do you want like a weekend pop in and out type of thing? Because I've always been like, once I figured out what love is or whatever, I've always been addicted to it. I'm like, hey, if you want me to be just whatever pull up on you, I can afford to come to St. Louis every other weekend and do whatever it is you want to do.
Okay.
I'm working 60 hours a week, so I'm overtime every week.
Yeah.
So she like, no, it ain't no weekend stuff, but we can see where it goes, but definitely no in and out weekend stuff. I don't even be on that. I don't do that. And so we having a conversation. I think about 2 hours later, I came there with some people. They was trying to go out. I'm like, I don't even want to go out nowhere. She like, bro, I done already told my homegirl we going out, so we can't just not go out. I'm like, well, okay, I would rather sit here and talk to you about whatever we talking about though.
And that was the first date?
Yeah, because we did end up going out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna speed it up for you. So when was it? Because I know you said it was love at first sight, but after taking it to that next level of y'all in a relationship. So boom, y'all in a relationship. When was the damn? This my forever person. When was that moment?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, it was it's crazy. Actually, it was years after I made a stupid mistake.
Okay.
The biggest mistake I ever made in my life. But we was having it out, and as we have it out, I'm like, okay, we argued. Okay, cool. Arguments happen, whatever. And it was kind of years later. And I'm just thinking, wow, I can leave this relationship like I do every time we get tough, or I can stick it out. And I just decided then and there I'm gonna stick it out because every time I leave, I just start back over with somebody else. I don't want to do that. I'd rather see what it's gonna be with you.
And when you knew the choice of staying, is that when it hit you that you was in love?
No, I knew I was in love since 2003.
Oh.
But I knew I wasn't leaving at that point in that argument. Like, no matter what happens, I'm gonna stick it out. I can only speak for me.
Wow. That's big.
I never thought I loved a person this much, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
From loving her, I realized, I ain't never loved nobody. I ain't never felt like this.
Yeah. Man. So is there anything we could take a pause real quick? Is there anything you want to say specifically directed towards her right now while you're reflecting? Because it seems like you got so much to say right now.
Man, she my person. We sit at the crib and talk about all types of stuff. She my every person. I don't care what she do. I don't care what she say. I'm gonna love her till I die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that old school love, like that Bobby Womack,
Yeah, I think
Teddy Pendergrass
at
love.
this point I'm technically 4 years in high school, 8 years together, 10 years. Well, what? I'm 11 years in already. At least 11. Well, 12. 4 in high school. 4 in high school, 10 after, plus 8. That's 22 years. I've been in love with this girl for 22 years. I think that's the right number.
Man. Yeah. Because the baby girl was 18.
Yep.
Yeah. That's real.
And that's another reason. That little girl. Oh my gosh. So my woman, she been tripping, she playful too. So I'm like, she like, hey, my daughter here, I'm cooking, blah, blah, blah. The first time I go see her, she like, the door gonna be unlocked, just walk in. So I hit the door, open the door, the first thing I see is the girl who I seen through the stroller that time, she 10 years old now. Well, at that time when I seen her, open the door, seen her, she looked exactly the same. She looked like a deer, like she looked like, Mom, she wasn't expecting to see no man because to my knowledge, she ain't never been around nobody. So
Yeah.
for me to just be walking in the apartment, she just she didn't try to run like an intruder. I guess she knew she was safe because she at home with her mom, just wouldn't allow her not to be safe.
Gotcha.
But that played a major role in me having kids. Because I see how her mom raised the older daughter. I'm like, well, if you did that, then if we have a baby, it should be something like that. If that's what your genetics made that mixed with my genetics, we should be okay to have a baby. And we end up having a daughter because of her daughter. So
Yeah.
that love is just, what do you say, unconditional?
Yeah.
They're my babies right there.
So where we going with it, man? Like,
Oh, we get married next summer.
okay.
If I propose on February 19th.
Proposed February 19th. Okay. It is a video, by the way. You know, you guys can go check that out on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, send me by the ring. I don't think we're gonna upload the proposal video, nothing like that. That's for us.
Okay, well, buying the ring, my bad. Got that in the back. So, you know, you make sure you go back and check out that experience on Fees with the Fuss, you know, of him purchasing the ring for his forever love. And yeah, man. Is anything else you wanna say real quick before we wrap it up?
So like I said, I had a stroke somewhere in April 2022, I believe, and she done built me back up to where I could do most of everything I was doing before. So now I'm back because I went through depression, and she just took care of me and poured love into me and built me back up.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to walk down that aisle.
Good. That's good. Well, man, I thank you for your time, Fees, and man, go ahead and say what you need to say to your people, man.
Yeah, y'all can look forward to this dropping on YouTube. If you just search Fees with the Fuss, Feeze, with the Fuss, spaces. My page will pop right up, just subscribe to me. We got more content, we drop it every other Sunday. See the merchandise? This how crazy life is. This is my birthday hoodie. My birthday was March 7th. I was supposed to wear this, but I was so in the moment of enjoying my time, I didn't even get to wear it.
All right. Well, we can make sure we get that on the site or something, man, so they can be able to get them hoodies in the future.
Yep,
But,
150 a pop.
150 a pop. All right, man.
I think I'll probably take care of shipping.
There you go. Fees with the Fuss.